Like Alan Moore. I mean, looking at you, you look very approachable, friendly type guy. And if you've seen Alan Moore, you know, he's got the long hair, he's got the beard, you know, looks like a hermit. And what's it like working with him, and what is the chemistry that you have, or you had, when you came up with this fascinating story, V for Vendetta?
Well, I worked with Alan when he was as approachable as me, as you perceive it to be. It was quite a while ago. He had the same long hair and the same beard, but he was, I think, he wasn't as famous as he eventually became. And I think the problem, when Alan became very, very famous because he became very popular, and people would mob him at conventions, at comic conventions, so he couldn't go out meeting myself and all his other colleagues at various conventions, which is, I think, is a shame. And but I knew him in the early days. We were on the same wavelength. We liked the same books, the same movies, the same TV shows, and we worked together very, very well. And he's a brilliant writer, probably one of the best there has ever been in this industry, in this medium. And I'm privileged to have been able to work with him.
Alan Moore also wrote another seminal, very influential story called Watchmen. Of course, the one that you guys did was V for Vendetta. Both comic books went on to become very popular movies. Alan Moore's take on that was that he disassociated himself from the final cinematic product. What's your take on how they translated the images you made on those pages onto the big screen?
I think, I mean, in an ideal world, it would have been great if the movie had been closer to the original. But I think that what they did with it was a fantastic job. Larry and Andy Wachowski were fans of the original work, but they were creative artists themselves. And it's very difficult, especially in the Hollywood context, to expect creative artists not to want to contribute the things that they admire. I think what they did with it was excellent. And the important thing is that it carries the key theme of the book, which is the absolutely essential need for the individual to maintain their individuality and to hang on to that at all costs. They maintained the theme, and I always say to people who talk to me about the movie that what they left in was much more important than what they left out. And I'm very happy with the end result. It only benefited the book because when people saw the movie, they bought the book. And sales of the book grew because of the movie. And also, as many of you are aware, the mask, which was designed for the film, has become an icon of political protest, probably the first of its kind since the image of Che Guevara. So I think overall what it has done for the essential message of Vendetta is terrific, and it's a creative piece of work. I personally like the movie. I love the performances of Hugo Weaving and Natalie Portman, and I know that movie has affected many people in the same way that sacred. So my view is to celebrate the good, not the bad.
All right, quite a mellow fellow, very positive, on the very positive side. Let's talk about the treatment of the comic book V for Vendetta. Oh, by the way, I have to let you know, guys, National Bookstore is going to be giving away free comic books later on, so stick around for that.